It's still dark when we hit the ground in Orlando, and the challenge starts the moment we land. 4 parks, 1 single day to do it all. From sunrise rides to midnight fireworks, we're going to try and see if it's actually possible. Animal Kingdom wakes up first, and by tonight, we're chasing the glow of Epcot's World Showcase Lagoon.
We've got a plan, a little caffeine, and way too much optimism. We're chasing rides, entertainment, and snacks that might just be replicate-worthy. It's a race across Disney World by bus, monorail, and Skyliner, and you're coming with us for every wild, sweaty, magical minute. Let's see if we can really pull off all 4 parks in one day.
Final hour in the air, Orlando's ahead, and the clock starts the second we land. We land at 5:28 a.m. It took 20 more minutes to wait for everyone to get off the plane. It was definitely a red-eye crowd that was half asleep. We hop the gate link to the main terminal. It's early and quiet, and we're doing that half smile you make when a big day is about to start. On the escalator, a giant Walt Disney World ad cycles through Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom with a quick monorail flash, like the parks are literally calling us down the steps.
We follow the sign straight to rideshare and step outside into that warm Florida air.
At 6:20 a.m., we are on the road and the windshield becomes a countdown. The Walt Disney World sign appears and we both point it out to each other. We're staying at a Disney Springs area hotel. It's not fancy, but it's early entry eligible, which is exactly what we need. It's either rideshare or we miss rope drop, so we're requesting a lift. Only a 10-minute ride. Perfect.
Our driver picks us up quickly, but takes the scenic route. He takes us to Hollywood Studios. Cool, but not our stop. Animal Kingdom opens at 7:30 a.m. and the clock is ticking.
At 7:47 a.m., we reach Animal Kingdom, 13 minutes before official opening, and the 4-park challenge officially starts.
First stop, Pandora. The floating mountains are waking up, the drums are echoing through the valley, and it feels like the day is leveling up already. We walk through otherworldly plants and slide into the Flight of Passage queue. The lab glows, the Avatar floats, and the pre-show scans us like we're about to join a sci-fi field trip.
We are locked into the link chairs, but something wasn't right. The ride broke. But then they moved us to a new area where we repeated the pre-show again, and everything worked this time.
When the link chairs light up, I'm grinning from ear to ear. This ride is such a rush.
We exit Flight of Passage lightheaded and happy, snap a few photos, and head toward the area still called Dinoland USA. But construction walls say Tropical Americas, and it hits us. This will be our last ride on Dinosaur in its current form before it's transformed into an Indiana Jones ride.
Lightning Lane sends us straight into the Institute. The ride vehicles rumble by, we board, and it's that perfect mix of dark, loud, and identify. When we step out, we look at the logo one more time and then head toward Expedition Everest.
Prayer flags, gear shops, and the best mountain silhouette in Florida. We board Expedition Everest and zoom up the lift hill, hit the broken track reveal, and shoot backwards into darkness. That Yeti silhouette still gets me. By the time we glide back into the station, we're fully awake.
One more Animal Kingdom classic before lunch, Kilimanjaro Safaris. We bounce past hippos, spot giraffes on the savannah, pause for a zebra crossing, and roll by elephants. Quick look toward the lion rocks, napping of course, then shore-footed goats climbing on the Warden Post roof. It's an 18-minute adventure packed with animals in their beautiful habitats.
For lunch, we choose to trek back to Pandora to Satu Lee Canteen. I go for a combo bowl with half smoked chimichurri beef and half wood-grilled chicken over rice and black beans with charred green onion vinaigrette. There are popping pearls on top, which I've never had on a savory dish.
I go with chimichurri beef and a chili garlic shrimp over noodles, vinaigrette on the side. First bite, thumbs up. The noodles are replicate-worthy, and I'm already thinking through how we'd plate this at home. We're still not sure about the flavor of those popping pearls. Are they citrus? Mango? Vinegar?
This is a Pandoran Sunrise, pineapple, limeade, and a Powerade blend of melon and fruit punch. It tastes like vacation in a cup. It's a replicate-worthy addition to our list.
Dessert time. The blueberry cream cheese mousse with the passion fruit curd is a yes to replicate. The metcayena mousse, flourless cake, chocolate mousse, raspberry sauce? Also a yes, and a challenge, but that's our kind of fun.
One last look at the Tree of Life, a selfie at the entrance, and we're back on the move. We catch a direct Disney bus at 11:22 a.m., perfect timing, and we stand near the front, watching the road roll out. It's that midday, we're doing it buzz.
The Magic Kingdom sign slips by the windshield, and suddenly we're about to hit the second of 4 parks. Do you think we can do this?
Through security and then a quick tap and fingerprint at the tap style. It's 11:41 a.m., we're officially in. Main Street opens up, the castle anchors the sky, and we grab a quick selfie as proof we were here.
We head into Tomorrowland. Space Mountain is our next lightning lane, and even the loading area feels like a time machine. Trains launch, and we rocket through the dark. Space Mountain is always a blast. Literally.
Back outside, we walk quickly toward Tron Light Cycle Run. The standby sign reads 75 minutes, but we commit. Inside, circuit patterns glow, and at the launch overlook, we catch the red Ares takeover. New music, higher stakes, and the hype spikes. The safety video dares us.
In the light cycle run, there are winners and there are losers. Who are you?
We ride, love it, and wish it lasts longer. The 9 Inch Nails soundtrack actually fits the vibe perfectly.
We give the Tron canopy a last look and stroll back to the hub for a reset. Castle selfie round 2. Then a quick Chip and Dale moment at their statue. Those two would absolutely crush all 4 parks in a single day. They'd also probably subscribe to replicate the magic.
On the way to Frontierland, we pass the Rivers of America, and it's fully drained. Construction is underway for big changes ahead, including new Cars and Villains lands, so the river isn't coming back in its old form.
Lightning Lane again, this time at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. The Tiana's Foods queue is full of great details. Seed shelves, crates, and newspaper clippings. And then we're side by side in the log. Animatronic Tiana invites us along. Lewis hunts for musicians, and fireflies turn the bayou into a party.
Mama Odie shrinks us, we splash, and Special Spice plays while the celebration unfolds. It's joyful and clever, and it has just the right bite. Back at the station, we both say the same thing. This re-theme is even prettier in person. Plus, drier shoes than the California version. My toes, thank you.
Festival of Fantasy Parade traps us for a minute. The Mickey and Minnie hot air balloon float drifts by. Maleficent breathes real fire, so we used the forced break to reset our pace. Then it's time to go again.
We take the express monorail to the Transportation and Ticket Center at 2:30 p.m. On this route, it's just a quick platform jump and we catch Monorail Peach to Epcot, Seven Seas Lagoon, the resorts, and then Spaceship Earth glides into view. Park 3. Out the window, we glide past Guardians, Mission Space, Test Track, The Land, and the Seas with Nemo and Friends. The monorail gives us a bird's eye view of the park before we even step inside.
At 2:54 p.m., we tap in with Spaceship Earth in view, and we grab our third "We Made It" wave at the camera. First stop is the most Epcot thing we can do, Club Cool.
We sample the lineup. Beverly from Italy, Bonbon Anglais from Madagascar, Country Club Merengue from Dominican Republic, Minute Maid Joy Apple Lychee from Korea, Smart Sour Plum from China, Sprite Cucumber from Russia, and Viva Raspberry from Moldova.
Hey, don't forget about my favorite, Royal Watermelon from the Philippines.
And we want to hear your favorite in the comments.
Test Track is next on our list. We weren't able to snag a lightning lane for this one, so single rider is the way we hope to quickly fit it into our day. The recent ride renovations look fresh and futuristic. The load area hums and we luck out. We get seats in the same car. Before we know it, our car punches out to that outdoor loop and it flies.
We take a peek at our ride photo, wander past the new Central Garden, and spot the Walt Bench statue for a quick moment. Then, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. It's interactive and calming. We strum our hands through the water harp, streams jump to meet us, and the rain curtain parts as I walk through. The Te Fiti topiary is massive, and a family of squirrels has moved in. We can't stop filming them.
World Showcase time, which really means Food and Wine Festival time. We watch a chef freeze a pumpkin cheesecake mousse in liquid nitrogen and smash it into this crunchy, creamy dream with maple caramel and candied pecans. Replicate worthy? Yes. The frozen apple pie drink is apple pie filling plus apple cinnamon soft serve and cider with a streusel crown. Also replicate worthy. Vote in the comments. Which one should we tackle first in the studio? Pumpkin cheesecake mousse or frozen apple pie?
We stroll past the UK Gardens and realize we're one Skyliner ride away from a big milestone. All 4 parks in one day.
It's 4:38 p.m. and we board at the International Gateway and float over the France Pavilion. Skyliner cabins hum past, some wrapped in characters, and the whole system just feels elegant.
Skyliner nerd note. It's built by Doppelmayr and uses the same detachable monocable tech you see at ski resorts. File this under replicate worthy because we're going to 3D print mini cabins for a tiny at-home Skyliner. Maybe even for a Christmas tree.
If you want to join us in the studio, don't forget to subscribe. At 5:06 p.m., we tap into Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that's a huge checkbox. 4 parks in one day. Done. But we still have rides to chase.
Sunset Boulevard leads us to Rock and Roller Coaster for a Lightning Lane sprint. This one was definitely worth the $22 add-on for Lightning Lane Multipass. We were able to skip a huge line. Pre-show, super stretch limo ordered, and then that launch hits. It's classic, it's loud, and it's still a blast. It's probably our last ride with Aerosmith on the soundtrack before the Muppets take over the ride, so we take it in. We grab our photo and head for the back of the park.
Toy Story Land is our shortcut to Batuu. We step right into a first order moment.
Are you transmitting to the Resistance?
Kylo Ren isn't happy with the data pad we are using to capture this footage.
Anything it transmits, you intercept.
The transmission is scrambled, sir.
Break the encryption or break the data pad.
It's cinematic and hilarious, and also a reminder to mobile order the real goal here, milk.
We will pay for that. Thanks to you.
Green milk first for me. So good. Totally replicate worthy. I try for a green milk mustache. Not my best work. Blue milk next, and we do the official cheers. I honestly can't choose, so I raise both cups.
I try both, then hoist the blue milk. Team Blue. Tell us in the comments, blue or green. We power walk out as the sun tips down. We pass the soon-to-change corners of the park and glide back toward the Skyliner.
We lift off into golden hour at 6:01 p.m., transfer at Caribbean Beach, and glide back toward Epcot. The gondola door slides shut as we pass through the Riviera station, and the views out the windows are beautiful.
Touchdown at International Gateway, which is the side entrance to Epcot. Quickly pass through security, and then at 6:34 p.m. we're back inside for our final lap, and a few more must-dos.
We head around World Showcase to Norway for Frozen Ever After. Lightning Lane gets us into the boats. Olaf skates, Sven's tongue is stuck, Elsa sends us drifting backward, and Marshmallow and his siblings, the Snowgies, appear before the last drop. What a cute ride.
Now, our favorite coaster on Earth, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Earlier, we couldn't snag the paid Lightning Lane single pass reservations because we were in other parks, and by the time we reached Epcot, it looked sold out. Guest services magic comes through and we buy 2 spots. $20 each is expensive, but worth it.
We don't film the pre-show because the surprise is part of the fun. The queue pulses, the Star Jumper vehicles glide, and the launch is so smooth it feels unreal. The music synchronized with the smooth rotation of the ride vehicles, it's not something that could ever be captured on camera, and it's the real reason we came back to Epcot tonight.
Seeing Spaceship Earth makes us thirsty, so we stop at Club Cool. Is this Pavlovian conditioning? It's one last visit for a quick apple lychee Minute Maid, and then a split decision dinner. I grab a Moroccan lamb wrap in the back of the park at the Morocco Pavilion. Good, but not for a studio project. The pistachio cake, on the other hand, is replicate worthy.
Before going to my dinner pick, we pass a live set at America Gardens Theater. Sheila E. is on her last song of the night. We head to Regal Eagle for my choice of classic barbecue. We get the menu, but forget to film the food because it's been a long day.
We slide into a spot between Morocco and Japan. Torches glow, the lagoon settles, and the chatter around us goes quiet.
At 9 p.m., Luminous, the Symphony of Us opens softly. Voices, strings, fountains lifting like first breaths. It feels like beginnings, and the whole lagoon turns into a cradle of light. The pace builds. Drums thrum, colors widen, and it turns to family. Melodies layering like a big reunion. You can feel the crowd lean in.
The lights warm and smooth into love. Paired fountains answering each other across the water, gently and perfectly in sync. Then the music drops to a hush for loss. Single notes hang in the air, and the islands feel further apart. It's one of those moments where blinking feels risky, and holding back a tear is almost impossible.
Out of the quiet comes unity. Voices stack, color returns, and the fountains arc like bridges across the lagoon, pulling everything back together. The sky blooms for the finale. The water mirrors it, and for a second, all the pavilions feel like one place.
Tell us your favorite movement: beginnings, family, love, loss, or unity. And if you haven't seen Luminous yet, bring the tissues, it's beautiful.
4 parks, 1 incredible day. We started before sunrise and somehow made it all the way to the fireworks. Every bus, monorail, and Skyliner got us one step closer, and we actually did it.
At Animal Kingdom, we catch Pandora waking up, squeeze in a likely last spin on Dinosaur, drop backward on Everest, spot giraffes on Safari, and mark Satuli Bites as replicate worthy. At Magic Kingdom, it's Space Mountain in the dark, a committed wait for Tron, the Tiana's Bayou Adventure re-theme that's even prettier in person, and a parade pause with Maleficent breathing fire. At Hollywood Studios, we take in what's probably our last ride with Aerosmith on Rock and Roller Coaster, get a Kylo Ren moment in Batuu, and toast blue versus green milk. At Epcot, our favorite coaster, Cosmic Rewind, steals the night. We sip Club Cool flavors, call the frozen apple pie and nitro pumpkin cheesecake mousse replicate worthy, and end on Luminous, the Symphony of Us. From beginnings to unity under a sky full of light.
By the end of the night, our watches read 34,000 steps. That's at least 15 miles, and we are tired. But there's nothing like seeing every corner of Disney World in one single day. Each park feels completely different, yet somehow it all fits together.
Now we've got a list of things to replicate back in the studio. That frozen apple pie drink, the pumpkin cheesecake mousse, and maybe even a Skyliner project inspired by today.
If you made it this far, thanks for racing across the parks with us. Tap that like button, tell us your favorite park in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the studio builds and adventures coming next.
Because even when the day ends and our feet give out, we're still finding new ways to replicate the magic.